down 21 to a tie game with 2 to go. Bengals trying to author one of the best comebacks in franchise history. 2nd and 8. Brown up close, sensing pressure's coming. It is. It's picked up. Burrow fires. Higgins' arm wasn't free to make the catch. It's incomplete. 3rd down.
That's the guy on the outside, Christian Fulton, right? He went to high school with Jamar Chase, and that now is going to come down to the battle. Why is that? Because just like the Patriots used to do, a little push off, baby, that they will double team on the other side Jamar Chase, and that means that for the most part, you're going to see T. Higgins left alone, one-on-one.
Field goal from here is 51 yards. McPherson missed a 48 earlier. The incompletion stopped the clock. Here comes the pressure from the Chargers. Burrow's pass is incomplete. Chase could not bring it in with the coverage from Fulton. So we'll have a 51-yard attempt for the lead. At worst, the Chargers will get the ball back in their hands.
Well, once again, as we talked about it before, when you blitz in that situation and it's 3rd and long, you know that ball has to come out quickly. They leaned on Christian Fulton, and here we go.
One of the reasons for the inconsistency, new snapper and holder. It's been one of the stories the last few years. The rookie punter Rico puts it down for McPherson from 51 for the lead. Missed it again to the left, no good! Two missed field goals. Hold was good. Had to spin the laces and did it quite well. Remember, they had the missed 53-yard field goal. That was a holding issue against Jim's brother John in Baltimore. Zach Taylor has seen this movie multiple times this year. And now with the ball at the spot of the attempt, the 41, Justin Herbert's got a chance. Needs about 20 yards to get Dicker into field goal range. Herbert blanketed is McConkey, incomplete. And the good coverage from Mike Hilton. To the miss one more time.
And you just wonder if they hit any of those passes and take it down to a shorter kick, does that kick go through? Now, does this Bengals defense have one more stop in them, right? That's so disheartening to see those 2 misses. Can they do it again?
2nd and 10, Herbert, look out! Oh, that should have been intercepted. Hilton ran the route from McConkey. He had possession and almost had an interception that changed this one. Wow.
So Mike Hilton's playing time has been cut down. They don't feel like that he can be the man coverage guy maybe he once was. But tonight in some of these key moments, he has been all over it. And that was a chance not just for an interception, a potential pick 6 right there. Yeah, that was close.
Minute 39 left. Each team 2 timeouts. Can the Chargers find something? Pressure comes. Herbert throws in the middle, it's caught, and then out! Incomplete! Palmer had his hand on it. The rookie Josh Newton got it out of there. And the Chargers go 3 and out and get it right back to the Bengals.
And give it back with plenty of time and 2 timeouts. And Josh Newton, I think there is a new cornerback here in Cincinnati that is going to get a lot of attention. The play of DJ Turner, of Mike Hilton, of Josh Newton tonight has been huge on the outside.
J.K. Scott. Good hang time. Burrow went up. It's a tough fair catch on a spinning kick at the 16-yard line.
Boy, this gets interesting now. I mean, it just gets really interesting because we've seen the Chargers now, and Jesse Minter, he has been dialing up some pressure in the last few possessions here. Now, with whatever it is, about 84 yards or so to defend, are you that gutsy now? Are you willing to play man coverage on this receiving core on the outside and bring that pressure, or are you just satisfied now with a four-man rush?
Need about 50 yards to get in range for another field goal attempt, even though the last two have been missed. Burrow, flushed, escapes as a flag downfield. Burrow runs to the 30-yard line. Flag coming in the secondary, usually in that illegal contact, defensive pass interference area. 8 penalties on Cincinnati, 5
There's
on
no
the Chargers.
foul for illegal contact. First down.
Could be because the quarterback had left the pocket when the contact happened. So the ball will come to the 30-yard line.
And I tell you what, every single time they've been rushing 4 in these key passing situations, we've seen Joe Burrow taking off and running. And it almost forces now some add-on to this pressure.
The clock does restart because that was a running play. Burrow shot downfield. Couldn't be hauled in by Chase. And incomplete. Clock restarted because it was a running play, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
This looked like it was going to be just another home run here. That Gilman was late getting over the top. Those two guys have hit that pass so many times in their career. At LSU, here, usually it's a sparkle moment for the Bengals, and not on that one.
Frustrated Chase, not on the field for 2nd and 10. Play clock running down. Snap in time. Burrow's throw. Well timed for Brown. Fulton on the coverage. 3rd down, 1:01 to go.
And the hammer just switched back now to the Chargers in this defense, because if they can make one stop here, their offense has plenty of opportunity to bring it back. So nobody on offense has done anything but pedal to the metal and just counted on their defense to cover it up when they don't pick up the first down.
Need to get to the 40. 3rd and 10. Burrow, flushed right. Chase throws incomplete with the pressure from Deion Henley. Punted away, 55 seconds to go.
Great call by Mentor here. So they're going to do a delayed blitz. Step up, step back, and then rush again. Because I think Burrow saw this as a 4-man rush at this point, and as he scrambled out, it was that man, Henley, with the delayed blitz that did the damage.
Here comes the rare 3rd kick inside the 2-minute warning. A missed field goal and 2 punts. Ryan Rico's turn. Good kick, driving kick. Great return man in Darius Davis. But the Bengals cover it nicely. Tyson Anderson, the tackle, around the 16-yard line. So you're backed up. 45 seconds left with 2 timeouts for Herbert, who gets another shot at it.
Yeah, and what did Jim Harbaugh tell us? I don't want to have another quarterback for the rest of my career.
Right.
I want to retire with number 10. He has so much confidence in this guy's ability. There will be no hesitation to let him cut it loose. But it has been a minute since we've seen Justin Herbert take off and run with one.
Or complete a pass. 7 straight incompletions, tying the longest stretch of his career. Here he goes from the 16-yard line. Herbert taking a shot towards McConkey. Got this one at the 45-yard line. Timeout. Harbaugh wants a timeout and gets it. Even though the clock is running, we thought he got it. Yeah, he did get it. They do have a timeout, so they'll come back and put a few seconds back on the clock.
Charge timeout. Los Angeles, your second. It will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 35.
You remember when Mike Hilton jumped this out route before, right?
Yep.
Made a great play. We talked about it. So here we go. A little out and back up to take advantage of the aggressiveness of Hilton, and they hit a huge play down the boundary.
So now you start thinking Cameron Dicker's field goal range. He hit his career long on a Monday night in Arizona, 59-yarder, which would mean needing to get the ball to the 41-yard line. Currently at the 44, so they need about 15 yards. There's the story for the Chargers in close games. The clock set back to 35. As you see Cameron Dicker hoping for his chance. One timeout. Here is Herbert. This is incomplete. Now it's been money all year. Will Dissly couldn't come through with it.
You know what's so interesting right now for me watching the Chargers play is forever, right? We have been talking about in these situations, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, those guys. You knew those veteran players in these clutch moments were going to make plays for you. Now it's almost the next generation of receivers here. Who is it? We saw McConkey make a big play. Do they come back to him now with that kind of trust?
He's in the middle of the three receivers and the motion man now. Herbert, look out, he gets hit as he throws, and it's McConkey on cue at the 29-yard line and in field goal range.
It is just the perfect route. You put your guy that you want to throw it to in motion, let him get inside because you want to get him back out to the corner with that too deep, and your strong arm quarterback does it again. It has been a little while, but they may have just found their next go-to smiling guy on the Chargers.
Timeout Cincinnati. They have one left, 26 seconds. Chargers have brought the big people in. When you started saying that about looking for the receivers, I thought you were going to go a different way. Charger fans are used to something else. What you kind of wink and say, chargering, where they had a game and they blew it over and over. And this is a chance for them to reverse it, a game they were blowing, to come back and escape with a win at the last minute.
No question about it. And I tell you, for McConkey, he's been in those moments. He's been there. It's the reason you draft guys out of Georgia, out of Alabama, out of Ohio State, Michigan, whatever you want to talk about, the great programs out there, because they have faced that pressure. Even though they're as young as McConkey is, he has faced that pressure in the biggest moments of his career, and now all they can do is sit and watch on the Bengals sideline.
Matlock, the fullback, in front of J.K. Dobbins, runs left, Dobbins takes off, Dobbins inside the 10, Dobbins to the end zone, in for the touchdown, and the Chargers take the lead. Sometimes that's a situation where they're trying to let him score. Not the case there. But it does leave 18 seconds.
I remember a Kansas City game one time against Buffalo with 13 seconds, but not quite this big a deficit.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point. And the Chargers, after watching the Bengals score 21 in a row, walk it down the field to take the lead.
You're just going to get one of these little power plays coming across here, and the last kick out against Logan Wilson, the run was perfectly executed. And you can say anything you want, and I've heard negative stuff about Greg Roman and all his run first game and what he did. All I know is he was a part of the team that went to the Super Bowl with the San Francisco 49ers. He helped jumpstart Lamar Jackson's career. And then when it was on the line, when that toughness that is needed to close out games with the running game is needed most, he dials it up and they take it in.
And the Cincinnati defense did such a good job to get them back in it in the second half. Ladd McConkey, 2 huge catches on a 4-play, 84-yard drive from an offense that had done nothing in this second half after an opening field goal drive. And the Bengals are 18 seconds away from yet another crushing defeat to sticker, the touchback. It's at the 30. It was the fourth down penalty at Arrowhead in Kansas City that kept the Chiefs alive for a win. In both games against Baltimore, the snap on the field goal, the 3-point overtime loss at home, and the no 2-point conversion last week as they lose by 1. And now this one where they came back from a massive hole. Would have equaled the best comeback in franchise history. And let the Chargers down the field for 4 plays at 84 yards.
Need 20 yards for a Hail Mary. They probably will let you have that. 4-man rush.
Burrow by space, throws in the middle. It's caught by Yosivas down to the 43. They've got their last timeout with 10 seconds remaining.
And Burrow's limping just a little bit here, and he may have to have some escapability left in him at the end of this. But Yosivas is the one that made the huge catch on 4th down against Baltimore a week ago to give the Bengals a chance in that one. And this is a sensational catch as well. I mean, that is just tough. But now they have a shot.
There's the hit from,
speaking of shots,
yeah, Tuli Pelotu, and then he hits Bosa accidentally on the back end. So 10 seconds left. Do you want a few more yards, or can you squeeze 2 shots in from here?
I don't. I want to take 2 shots at the end zone if I have them. If I get it down to the 25-yard line, you still have some kind of jump ball. Yeah. Personally, I would take 2 shots, but what do you know? The hard part is you complete anything in the field of play, this clock can run out.
There's 10 seconds left. Trying to use the size of Jermaine Burton. Chargers have blocked 3 safeties back inside the 15-yard line.
3-man rush, so he will have some time here to move around and get a throw deep.
Step it up and trying to throw sideline, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Chase, who's drawing half of the Chargers roster, and we're down to 1 snap.
That shouldn't happen. They did get pressure on Burrow there and made him accelerate that throw. But now for Joe Burrow, let's see if they get a little bit more pressure on that one. And yeah, that was too low to there.
Again.
And now they're going to send 4 people in pressure and not give Joe Burrow time to move around.
Chargers have 3 in the end zone. Timeout Chargers so they can set their defense. Derwin James in their Hail Mary defense lines up 8 yards deep in the end zone as the last line of defense. And now Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator, Jim Harbaugh, they bring everybody over to get them all on the same page here. Mike Elston, defensive line coach there.
A couple of things to think about here. Andre Yosivas is the heptathlon champion from Princeton.
Yeah, 6'3".
He's a high jumper.
Fucking jump.
He has the ability to go up and get one, and T. Higgins is a beast down there. Those are the 2 guys. I may want to put one of them in motion to give them a running start to get down there a little quicker.
Down to 1 snap. 3 seconds left. From the 43, extra pressure comes. Burrow puts it up, and it is knocked down. Derwin James from the back line gets in front of T. Higgins, and the Chargers come away with the victory. And this season of frustration continues for the Bengals.
Great play there by James, but a great call by Jesse Minter, too. He sent that 5th guy in pressure, which meant Burrow had to throw it a half tick before he wanted to. Here comes the pressure off of the back end. Burrow sees it, pressure in his face. He has to throw it when Higgins is only about halfway there. May have been a touchdown anyway, but some play by Derwin James. Incredible comeback. But let's give credit to the Chargers as well. When you have that in your face and things are going horribly wrong, to come back and make the plays they made on defense to save the day, give them credit.
And Joe Burrow throws for 356, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And it's that repeated sinking feeling that has happened all year. J.K. Dobbins took the handoff, leaped into the end zone, and put the Chargers on top in the final seconds. And Derwin James comes from the back line to knock the Hail Mary away from T. Higgins to thwart the final efforts of a game. Joe Burrow, who brought his team out of a 21-point hole to tie it, but the Chargers improved to 7-3. And the Bengals dropped to a very frustrating and disappointing 4-7 with another one-score loss. It's Herbert and the Chargers night, 34-27. Chevrolet postgame comes your way right after these messages.